7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
What's up, everyone? This is Bill. Today I got a video review for you, and we're going to do a short install. This is really simple. This is from Motor Pro, and it's the Daniel Motors eBay store. There will be a link in the description below the video to go check out their eBay store. Okay, so what this is your front fork brace. There's several online. There's several names for it, but ultimately this is a brace that ties your forks together at a lower point than your triple tree. Okay, so somewhat might stiffen up the suspension just a little bit, but it will give you a better feel for when you're steering, because your forks can no longer flex down lower by your tire, because the only thing keeping your forks straight down low is your axle and where they are clamped down at the triple tree. So this is just one more added clamp and bracing them together to become one. Okay, so this will go right above the front fender. So we're going to install this on Gromzilla. I believe you can get these right around $40, give or take a few bucks, on their eBay store. So make sure you go check them out. Really nice people over there, great customer service. They sent these out to me to do a review on, and a few other products. So we'll get this time lapse going. I'm going to install them real quick. The first thing I'm going to do, though, is back these little Allen heads out. I believe they are a 4 mil. Let's double check. No, they are smaller than that. They are a 3 mil probably. Yes. So they are a 3 millimeter Allen head here. 3 millimeter here. So we're going to back these ones out on top and put some Loctite in there. And then take these clamps off. And we're going to get them on the bike. If we run into any issues, I will show you. They're very simple to install. Shouldn't take us long at all. Let's get them on there. Okay, so you can see here on the bike you have your front forks. And these just go in, just tip them at an angle a little bit once you take the end clamps off. Okay, and they'll slide on down. Now you can put them down here, but as you can see, it's going to squeeze the forks together. Possibly even strip out the ends here when you clamp them. But if you slide up, your forks are tapered going up. So you can slide them up until they stop on their own. Then we're going to use a caliper and we're going to measure the distance between the triple tree and the top of here. Okay, so from the bottom of this to the top of this, we're going to do them identical on each side. We're going to clamp them down and we're going to see how they look. Okay, so I'm just going to play a little time lapse. It's simply put the clamp on, use Loctite on these screws on the ends, use a caliper or tape measure, get the exact distance from the top of this black piece here to the bottom of this on your triple tree. Okay, and do both sides the same, and then tighten them down. And remember, this is just aluminum, so don't over tighten. Okay, we'll get this little time lapse going for you. Okay, so here's the fork brace all installed. Okay, and what I did is I just measured 74, mine's 74.5 millimeters. So from the top of here to the bottom of here, 74.5 millimeters on each side. And that's pretty much right where it starts tapering out. So that closes the gap on the inside here. This gap around here. If you go down lower, you'll have a gap there, and what you're essentially doing is squeezing the forks together. So to avoid that, we went up where this tapers. Here you can see there's no gap there. It's not pinching them together. So it's just combining them into being one. You can see they're nice and Nice and level, nice and straight. Okay, so that's going to help prevent any kind of flexing down in this lower portion here. Okay. And you can install them lower if you want. And you can also flip this around and install it the other way with this part facing forward. It's all personal preference. I like how these bolts are angled back instead of angled forward. Okay. So we'll get the bike all back together and let you take a look at it, but that is the fork brace from Motor Pro. Okay, you can find it at the Daniel Motors eBay store. Right around $40. If you're wondering what this is the horn and then the oil cooler. Okay. So there you go. Be sure to check a link in the description, and then there will be a parts list as to all the parts that I've done here on Gromzilla. So enjoy a look around the bike. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. That helps parts keep coming in so I can keep doing reviews for you guys and show you the items that people have out there. And this thing is a solid build quality. I would have liked to have seen a little thicker bolts, maybe like a 4mm bolt instead of the 3. And also in here, these bolts that it comes with need to be about 2mm longer to accommodate for this gap right here. Okay, so if they're 2mm longer, they'd work perfect. If you go down lower with it, they work fine, but if you come up higher, then you end up having more of a gap there. So, like I did, I found my own bolts. I had some here. And so I'm using black Phillips heads. So you can see here. Okay, I'm not using the Allen heads that it came with, because these bolts are 2mm longer. Same dimensions, 2mm longer. And that's all it took. You can get away with using them if you want it way down here right on top of the fender. It's all just personal preference. Anyway, big shout out to Motor Pro and Daniel Motors for sending these parts out to me to do a review on. This is Bill. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Have a good day.